What up YouTube, Topaz Yates back for another review, and this one is to that little Dicky of, and even though I like what he's doing with this, man, overall you can't deny that this track was a real, it wasn't very good at all. I enjoy the fact that little Dicky is trying to take his platform and try to turn it into something more positive to actually speak towards an issue that he cares deeply about, which is protection of the planet, to prevent global warming from continuing to go on as we see it, as we all should know that it exists. Like when you realize there was a spot of super terrible weather where it was like -40 in Chicago and all of this stuff, dude. And I do believe it snowed last week in certain areas, man. Clearly the weather is thrown off. So I'm not denying the fact that global warming does exist and all of this. My key issue with the whole global warming thing is the fact that what is it that we as individuals can really do when we're not the ones who contribute the most of the pollution? Who does? It's these massive corporations. It's the auto industry that continues to make all of the cars, and all of the smoke coming out of their complexes going straight into the sky. Yes, as people, we do contribute as far as when we driving through traffic and all that, and traffic be ridiculous, especially out there in California and all that. But yet, where is everybody driving to? They're driving to work at the same times, so therefore the pollution is going to be heavy because these corporations do not want to pretty much accept the fact that people can stay home and be on the internet and do the same work. No, you got to drive in every weekday at the same time so you can be on time. And that's the thing, man. When you go through and click on the links that he's trying to put out there to save the world, quote unquote, it's more about you gotta donate money to these areas in order for them to do stuff. That's really the whole game plan, instead of actually stopping and going at the people who's doing it the most. But as a track, man, I'm saying the track is pretty garbage because, he went through and got an all-star selection of artists to sing and do all of this stuff to be a part of this song, but yet nobody is actually doing anything. You dig? When you go to an NBA All-Star break and you go to the NBA game, you tend to see the All-Stars do something amazing, like Steph Curry taking the ball and doing a bounce pass to Giannis over KD and do a slam alley-oop. You see that type of stuff in All-Star games, but yet the material that was given to all of these people was lackluster. Wasn't nobody singing anything amazingly. There wasn't that much key content here. They was just trolling off of what was going to be in the video later, as they're all talking about the individual things that they are supposed to represent within the world and all of that stuff. As I did enjoy bits and pieces, like when Wiz Khalifa, you recognize his voice, I like that. Definitely enjoyed when you heard Little John, and then when you got Kevin Hart playing Kanye West, that was pretty hilarious too. But yet everybody had all but one bar to sing about something that had no relevance and do it in a way that really wasn't that special. The production value of it was pretty solid, but yet that was pretty much it. Even though Little Dicky is trying to do something on the highest level possible, it seems though he's one of the few that's going to put up his own money in order to try to pull together this, which is nothing more than We Are the World, his variation of it, where it's just a whole bunch of trolling. But yet We Are the World had the finest of singers through an entire generation coming together to actually sing some stuff. When you got Whitney, Mariah Carey, Michael Jackson, Prince, you had all of these people come together and they all had their moments where they decided to just go in. You're not getting any of that with this. So it's really a lackluster variation. One that, I would still say go ahead and peep out just because it is the biggest song to come out today and all of that, man. But nothing more than that. And lastly, the whole quote-unquote let's save the world idea, man, that is quote-unquote mankind egotism, you feel me? This world has been here billions of years before we even existed. And it's going to be here well after we die out from these things that we did. It's not about saving the world. It's really about us not dying out. You feel me? And to be real, if these massive corporations aren't going to be in on it, who aren't trying to actually do anything but continue to add to the waste, continue to add to the pollution and all that, man, that this is really not going anywhere fast. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.